after they scored on their opening drive, the defense was able to force punts or a turnover on the next 5 drives to end the first half. What can you say about how you guys responded and what kind of led to the change in momentum there?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to start fast, and sometimes it doesn't always go your way. They're gonna score too. But our mentality all camp and just all season is going to be next play. Doesn't matter what happened, doesn't matter if they scored. You're always going to play the next play, like it's 0-0, right? And so I think that's just what our mentality has been, and we're trying to play as a team, so we're bouncing off each other's energy. When the offense is making plays, and maybe we're not, it all evens out, and it all that's just kind of our game plan. But yeah, just taking that next play approach, something K-Pop always talks about, in special teams specifically, but just in the grand scheme of the game, you always gotta wipe your mental slate and be able to play the next play and just do your job.
What do these first 2 games say about the progress that the defense has made this year compared to last season?
No, yeah, I think you definitely tell a different sense of urgency almost with our tone of our defense, and guys are, it's cliche, guys are flying around, everyone's trying to gang tackle. I think that's what's going to make a defense aggressive, being willing to impose your will on the other team, every play, make them quit. I think that's kind of the way we take it. Just pounding them every play, just making them want to give up, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So.
Max, you gave up a couple of long third down conversions, bringing pressure. How frustrating is that? You get that opportunity to really, kind of get after them, and then they turn it into a big play. What's that? I mean, I know it's one play, but what's that like? Those things happen?
No, for sure. Those things happen, and like I said, with offense and defense, on the defensive side of the ball, the DBs don't cover if the line isn't getting home. We just bounce off of each other. So, yeah, the next time around, we're gonna try to get pressure. We're gonna try to actually get home and force them to throw it. We trust our guys. We trust our guys on the back end that they're gonna cover, and they should trust us that we're gonna get to the quarterback and make his life a little difficult. So,
Marcus, the schedule's getting a lot tougher now, going to Arkansas, then the Big 12 season starts. Is this defense ready to take on those kind of offensive powers? Do you like what you guys accomplished in these first 2?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coach Hill and all the coaches get us right. This is the most, I'm a freshman, but this is the most prepared we've ever been for games, all the film and what the coaches expect from us. I'm just excited to keep playing with my boys, and it's really, really exciting.
How much are you enjoying, Marcus, the role of being a gunner, an ace in the hole on the special teams coverage?
I'm just grateful for the opportunity. The coaches gave me an opportunity to go out and play, and, I have an easy job, run down there and try to tackle the guy. And Rico makes it even easier. He punts the ball for 20 seconds in the air, so I did a jog down there. But, yeah, I'm just grateful.
What's it like to see the reaction? Because you make some of those hits, and it just seems to get everybody going.
It's just trying to keep the momentum going. Even with, like, the commercial breaks and the other team trying to change the tempo, being able to have the opportunity to go out there and get the momentum on our side is exciting.
Can you walk us through the fumble recovery and kind of what you were thinking, your technique off the line and what you were thinking and how it was executed?
Yeah, I ran down there. I saw the returner kind of do a point or a signal, so I assumed, like, okay, it's a getaway. The ball must be short. But then I heard the ball hit off of something, a pad, so I was like, okay, the ball's somewhere. So I was looking around, saw it in front of me, and I just jumped up and tried to get it.
Who's going to give you a hard time about not scooping and scoring?
Myself and everyone on the team, man. I should have taken that to the house, but it's whatever. It was fun.
Max, you've been around Isaac Rex for a number of years here. Now he's fully healthy. What is it like just seeing him able to do what he can do?
Oh, yeah, it's great seeing Isaac running around out there, making big plays, making big third down conversions. He's just always been one of those reliable guys since he was a freshman, He's going to go up and make a play on the ball. He's going to go get the extra yards that we need. You saw him sacrificing his body, jumping over dudes. That's just kind of the way he plays, and we can always count on that from Isaac. So.
Max, only 1 sack through 2 games. That's probably disappointing. What does it have to take for you guys to get a better pass rush?
Yeah, I mean, we trust our scheme. We trust our defense. I I think it's just gonna take, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but just trusting each other's job. Like I said before, we need to trust up front that the corners are going to cover, the safety's going to cover, so we can have the time to get there. We saw tonight that the quarterback, he wanted to get rid of that ball quick. So, when a guy's trying to get rid of the ball like that, it's going to be harder to get sacks, regardless of what we got going on. But we show that we can hit the quarterback the last couple weeks. So I think, just as we're all more in tune with the defense and getting into the swing of things, I think you'll see a lot more pressure, a lot more sacks on the stat sheet.
You talk about how energy is a big thing with this team. How much energy do you get from someone like the guy sitting next to you on a big special teams play where you don't always necessarily expect it, but you're going up to the freshman, the gunner, like how much energy is that giving you?
No, I mean you hear the crowd every time Marcus has done a big play. I feel like every time he's running down there, something big's happening. So it's been kind of cool to see that. But our coaches talk about it all the time. The sideline's going to feed off of that energy. The crowd's going to feed off of that energy, and it changes the whole swing and the momentum of the game when we got big plays on special teams, big plays on defense. Just playing the next play. So.
Actually played in some big-time atmospheres. Next week's going to be as big as it gets at Arkansas. What are your thoughts going into that game?
Yeah, excited. They kind of took it to us last year. I'll be honest. I think everybody knows that, but I think we have a different mentality this time around, and I think we got something to prove going in there. And we just need to stick to what we know and trust our scheme. I think we'll be fine.
Marcus, what does your dad say to you? What type of advice does he give you, or what does he say about your play?
He said, "Good job, and keep doing it." He's proud. He doesn't want to say much, but he's proud. It's good.
Marcus, have the coaches communicated to you, obviously they're happy with your punt cover and your gunner abilities. Have they communicated to you what you need to do in order to prove yourself, in order to get on the field in other positions?
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're talking about corner and stuff like that. I think it's on me, understanding the more fundamentals of things, alignment, technique. Once I'm able to master that, I can earn the coach's trust to get there.
Max, key differentiators that you've seen on film between how maybe your defense was playing last year and years before and this year specifically, any differences?
I think, we just want to fly to the ball. We want to fly downhill, especially in our scheme. We want to, meet them at the line, meet them, win the line of scrimmage, control that line of scrimmage, and I think that's ultimately the key to, the grand scheme of the whole game. If you can tire an offensive line in the first little bit, they're not going to be able to run the ball the whole game. So I think just coming in with that aggressive mentality, keep pounding them from the get-go. I think that's just kind of what we're trying to do.
Where have you seen individual improvements in your game, the impact that maybe Jay and Justin have had on your skills and your playmaking ability?
Yeah, obviously I'm coming and rushing the quarterback a little bit more, and I think we'll probably even see more of that. But I think I feel like this defense is a lot more assignment sound. Everyone's got to do their 1/11th, and I found that as I'm just doing my job, the plays will come, and just staying patient, making the plays where they happen. So
last year, if you look back at that Arkansas game, what stood out to you about that particular game? What did you guys need to do better, and what do you guys need to do better this week?
I mean, they ran all over us. They passed all over us. They had way too many yards on offense, and we couldn't tackle that game. So I think a lot of that was just kind of being in between schemes and not really being fully bought into what we were doing. But I think this year we're set with what we're doing. We trust each other. We trust every guy on the field, every backup to come in and do their job. So I think just having that full unity as a defensive squad will go a long way.
How much have the returners talked about that game this summer, the Arkansas game, and have you rewatched it at all this year?
Personally, I've watched a lot of I always rewatch the games from last year and see where we can improve. But I don't know, this season's just been one game at a time. First game was Sam Houston, and we took on that challenge, and we took that same mentality and effort going into SUU. And so I think now is really when it begins that ultimate preparation for Arkansas. But they're just like any other team. We're just going to prepare our butts off this week and see what we can do on Saturday. So appreciate it.